What's up, AP fam? We are back with another episode of Alternative Paranormal. So you can see I got Brent here with me, and on my phone here, guys, I don't have Skype or anything, so we're kind of doing this a little bit old school here. But on the phone, I got Anthony from the Jailhouse of Mystery, which is what I called it, but it's the old city hall that he owns, and he also owns Pinelawn. So we're going to talk with Anthony about a little bit about Pinelawn and stuff like that, and our experiences, and then Anthony is going to talk a little bit about his experiences. So Anthony, when you had first told me about this location, Pinelawn, you were really excited when you got it, and at first you found out that it was a nursing home, and then you found out later that it was apartments, but now your newest research is that you found out that it was a mental institution.
Well, what I found out was, with the research of a couple of other people, I found out the location was for MDDs, medical disability disorder, and it ranged from 18. The patients there ranged from 18 years old all the way up until the time they would have passed away, and they're being elderly,
Yeah.
So over the years, that's what it was. It was more than just a nursing home. That's what I initially thought it was a mental disability nursing home for the mental disabled for the elderly. That's what I thought. But no, it was for people of all ages, So they brought people all the way from Chicago, Illinois in there, from Champaign, Decatur, it doesn't matter. All the way from the state across the state of Illinois. They brought them in there to Pinelawn Manor in Southern Illinois.
Wow. And so some of the stuff, like with the apartments now, when did they turn those into the apartments or the hotel or whatever it was?
From what I've been told, from 1965 until 1970, it was either apartments or a motel. I'm not for sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'm getting mixed reviews on different people telling me either one or the other. So
Right.
It could have been a motel or apartments. But it was one or the other until 1970. Then from 1970 on, it's now known as Pinelawn Manor.
Right.
From 1970 on, it's known as Pinelawn Manor. And they brought people in. It was an asylum. I mean, I don't know what to say. It was like a medical-induced asylum, for patients that patients that real physically abusive patients and patients that definitely needed care 24/7. You know, uh, from what I was told from the staff that's worked there since the beginning, they love the patients and uh, dealing with the people and taking care of these people.
Yeah.
Me personally, I couldn't have done it. I mean, it's way too stressful on somebody to take on that much responsibility for.
Oh yeah. So when you got the place, like, when did you start to realize that there was some activity in the place? Like, what happened when you first moved in there or got into the building and you acquired it? Like,
Larry, I don't even want to go in that place during the day by myself, and that's just true facts on it. And it's just my wife does. My wife don't care. You know how Misty is. She don't give a flip about nothing. She'll walk in there in the middle of the night by herself.
I wouldn't walk into Pinelawn in the middle of the night without a light or something. No. That was the scariest place I've ever been. Scariest place I've ever been.
Well, when I was watching your live feed with Brent and you want to touch base on that real quick? Or
Yeah.
You want to get to that a little later?
Yeah, we can touch base on it.
I watched your guys' videos. I keep track of your guys' videos, and Brent's pretty straight faced.
Yeah.
It's hard to get him rattled either one way or another.
Yeah, it really is.
I can't, Brent don't really give a whole lot of motion off on the videos. He don't show a lot of motion. He's straight line. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I never seen him get too scared. I never seen him get one way or another. He just flat leveled. And when he was in Pinelawn that night with you, and you guys was on live feed.
Yeah.
And whatever, and all that crap that was happening around you guys, and I seen Brent go, okay, now we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna ease out of here. And he started sliding sideways. I said, yeah, he's scared as hell, and it showed, And I thought that was great. I really did because, I mean, even though I've only met Brent one time, but I've watched you guys' videos plenty of times to know I watched enough video of Brent to know that particular night he was scared as hell.
Yeah.
I do know that for a fact. He's wanting to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, that's...
And you was like, I think he said something like, you was wanting to ride, you was wanting to jog out there. Brent's like, no, we're going to walk out of here, because he know, I think Brent knew if you started jogging out, if you went out there real fast, something was going to attack you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was intense, man. That whole night was just, that was crazy. I mean,
Man, the life feed was sick, man. The
Yeah.
life feed was crazy.
And I'll say this right now, too. I'll say this real quick to our viewers.
That's one of the best live feeds I've ever seen.
But yeah, I'm going to say this real quick to our viewers real quick. And guys, like I said, create a Facebook page. If you guys don't have one, just create one. You can make it a private page if you want to. But get on there and look up Paranormal Veil Entertainment. It's the one that has the symbol, not the one with the TV, guys. That's the one. We're not even on that one anymore, guys. I'm trying to find a way to get that one shut down or closed up. But our main page is the one that has over 400 followers, guys. That's the one you're going to want to check into to see our live video of all this whole experience. And you guys are missing out if you don't get on there and create a Facebook and find us on there and ask to join. It's a private page, guys. But yeah, I mean, Anthony, everything that you told us about Pinelawn, literally, we experienced it ourselves. And I mean, I saw your live video when you guys were in that room where the doppelganger demon thing is, and we tried to recreate what you did with the motion alarm outside the door, the cat ball. We only used the 2K2s in our REM pod, and we literally set that motion alarm up outside the door facing away from where we were, and I had it set up on, I think it's Moonlight Sonata or something like that. It's the creepy the creepy alarm. But as soon as I set it up outside the door and I walk away and we start setting up on the table, the alarm went off. But it wasn't, I think it may have still been Moonlight Sonata, or did it go to the alarm, Brent?
No, it was the alarm.
It set off, it switched it to alarm. It totally changed the ringtone for it and set it to alarm, and literally stood there in the range of it, making it constantly go off. And I had to tell it 2 or 3 times to back away from the alarm, and when I said it the 3rd time, it backed away and stopped, or it came into the room. And during the day, we tried the REM pod test in there with the K2 meters, and we got all 3 of them to go off. But the funny thing was, the REM pod really didn't do anything, but then that night, we set it up on the table, and it starts going ballistic. Like the same reactions that you had gotten on your video, which was crazy.
Well, Brent, you was there on that live feed that night, and when I was watching you guys and everything that was unfolding that night, it went pretty sideways, to say the least.
Yeah.
Brent, what is that particular night? Now, my question for you, Brent, is this. From all your experiences that you've been with Larry and by yourself, all your paranormal experiences combined, scariness, what does that particular night rank on your list? Where does that rank?
Pretty high, especially on the fact that I was just right outside that room filming, not even 30 minutes prior to that all happening.
Yeah. I would rank this as a 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, you know, I always said Monroe House was always my favorite, most intense place to go, but Pinelawn is now my number 1. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna have to do a haunted tier location ranking probably for another video.
What does that rank for you, Brent? What does Pinelawn rank for you?
Yeah, it'd be up there in high 10s on that, man.
Like number 1?
I've never experienced that like that from where it just would not stop.
Yeah.
You guys heard voices with your own ears and people walking and everything else like that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, we did. Somebody came up behind us when we were there during the day. We had just set up and we were just kind of walking around. Should have had the camera running, but we're just kind of walking around exploring, trying to get a game plan of where we're going to start, which room we're going to do first, and stuff like that. And then we heard we'd come out of the wing where the doppelganger demon thing is, and we were walking through those doors, and right up behind us, we literally heard somebody come up behind us, right between both of our heads, and go, yoo-hoo! And, yeah, I could not believe that.
Yeah, so your overall experience with Pinelawn was pretty crazy, and then, man, everything that occurred there, and earlier you asked me a question, what was my experiences there,
Yeah.
you know, and, what can I say, man? I've seen whatever's there has mimicked. They duplicate. I don't know what you would call it or how you would even state
Mimic.
it. Mimic.
Yep. They copy.
So they mimicked someone. They copied someone, and we got down to the end of the hallway. And when we got down there, whoever they was mimicking, we turned back around, and he was gone. So I looked at the other gentleman with me, and he looked at me like with the widest eyes I've ever seen in my damn life. The reason why I was walking down the hallway is because we seen a black shadow figure down there in the room just keep poking in and out. And it just caught our curiosity. We was like, we got to find out what the hell that is.
Yeah.
And me and him said, we'll walk together. So we walked down there, and we had another gentleman join us. It was Bobby. Okay, well, we all three walked down the hallway. Tried to check out this black shadow figure in the room. We stopped probably about a little over halfway down the hallway, and about a quarter way until you got to the room that was straight ahead of us, and we were starting to look to see for the black shadow figure. I turned around. Well, Bobby was gone. He was nowhere. He walked down there with us, but he was gone. Either he's faster than Flash, or he wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I looked at that old boy, and I said, I didn't say nothing to him. I just it was cold as hell that night. I had my overalls on, bibs. I jacked him up, and I ran as fast as I could. Of course, the guy that was with me, Mason, he's a hell of a lot younger than I am, a hell of a lot faster. He beat me there, but it don't matter. We got there, and he was like, what the just happened? I said, fuck, your guess is as good as mine. I'd like to know what the hell happened myself. Go up to Bobby, and Bobby goes, no, I've been here the whole time. And I'm on the phone. Yeah, so that's one particular incident, you know, it mimicked Bobby, and it mimics voices. I mean, it can, I've heard plenty of voices down the hallways, plenty of voices right in your ear.
Oh, yeah.
That sling nonstop,
Yes.
walking constantly. Man, what haven't I experienced there, man? I've seen orbs with my own eyes. And that's hard to do. I'm telling you that right now. You don't have to go through the night vision. You see them with your own eyes.
Yeah.
And I've heard doors open and close. I've seen doors open and close. No crap. I've seen walking through the hallway, and a marble dropped in behind me, and there's no person there. It's there's no person nowhere near around me. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess anything that can be seen or said done there, man. And hold up here, you know. And I got another story here. We had taken the owners of the Bell Mansion. Their group came in.
Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah, they came in. That's a whole other story here. The story I'm about to tell you is when I brought Eddie and Drew in, and Drew's a photographer for Resident Undead.
Yeah.
And I brought Eddie in, and they was going to do an investigation that evening after he'd taken some photos. They was going to do an investigation. Well, I said, I'm just going to close the door in behind us here. So I put the chain over the two doors, and I put the lock through the chain, but I didn't lock the door, you know. So we walked into the dining room area. Next thing I know, I hear the chain come off. So I started running in there. I was like, who the hell's in here with us? Because it had to have been somebody in there, you know. Nobody was there with us. The lock was through the chain. The door was wide open. The lock was back through the chain again. So whatever was there took the lock out of the chain, put it back in the chain, dropped it on the floor without hearing it hit the floor, and the door was wide open. And that was and even Andy and Drew said that's the best experience. It's one of their top experiences they've ever experienced in their life. And Resident Undead owns, you know,
Yeah.
Madison Seminary and Fairfield County Infirmary, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up there, you know. When they say that's up there with the paranormal experiences they've ever experienced, that's saying something, you know.
Oh yeah.
That is the top paranormal experience that I have ever witnessed in my life.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, you know, that's and there's plenty of stories, Larry. I could keep going on and on and on, you know. But,
Yeah.
it's all about your experiences, man. You know, whatever you guys experienced that night, you guys had that's one of the better live feeds I've ever watched.
Yeah, both days that we spent there, the 48 hours that we were there were some of the best stuff we've ever captured. I mean, even though some of the videos are gone, somehow they disappeared. You know, like the Alone in the Dark. Huh?
Yeah, that's crazy how all that footage from that night disappeared, you know?
Yeah, I mean, missing 2 files. I mean, the Alone video where me and Brent split up. He took one end of the manor.
You still see mine on there though.
Yeah, I mean, you can still
Facebook.
see Brent's footage is still on there on the live feed, but my video's gone. The first encounter with the doppelganger demon in the back room that night is gone, but we have another good video, and with our second experience with that, which is going to be awesome to show once we get that one posted. But
How long you been studying demons, Larry? How long you been studying demonology? How long you been studying now? Quite some time, right?
5 years.
How long?
5 years.
So you say that you're very knowledgeable with the demonic presence.
I mean, yeah, from a biblical standpoint, yes. I mean, but also I don't want to discredit people, so I just kind of go based on how they look at it. You know, I mean, it's the spirit world. I mean, anything, people have different takes on it, so. But
It's all different opinions. You're sure
Yep.
right about that.
Yeah. So that's why I don't want to discredit people and what they believe. You know, it's just not right to discredit anybody out there based on their beliefs. So that's just how I look at it. I don't judge people based on their beliefs. I don't, I just kind of listen to what they have to say, and that's their opinion on it. You know, everybody is entitled to their own opinion on things, you know. So.
You know, and Larry, there's some more information that came out on Pinelawn after you guys left.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna let you talk to the wife about it. If you got 2 more minutes in the video, I'll let her discuss some of the patients that we found out about that she can kind of discuss with you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, or we can do that on the second video. We can do that too. I mean, are you going to be available tomorrow?
One of the patients was Tina, and she was she was the only child, and she had a feeding tube in, and they took it out, and when they put it back in, they messed up the inner liner of her stomach or something like that, and she passed away. How did that go? Huh?
They replaced it and it went between the stomach lining and her stomach.
Oh, when they replaced it, they did it wrong, and she passed away, and that's an unfortunate story. That's when we saw the black shadow figure I was telling you about.
Ah.
That goes back into the story I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
In the interview here, that's where out of her room is where we kept seeing the black shadow figure just peeking in and out, peeking in and out. That's crazy, you know.
Yeah. Really is. That is insane, man.
There's a lot of stories to be unfolded there, that's for sure. And there's a lot of stories yet to be told, you know.
Yeah. Well, man, like I said, when we get we get this video up and the next video we drop, we'll call you back and we can talk some more about it before we let our AP fam go into the second video. So that's the way they'll have some more knowledge kind of going in. You know, and we did talk about the fake blood, right?
Well, that was from the team that done paranormal tours out of the location for the first 3 years. You think I should mention his name on his team, or probably leave that out?
Leave it out.
I'm gonna leave it out because the guy is a total. I'm gonna try to be nice, so I'm not gonna say nothing. But yeah, he was far-fetched with for somebody being so scientifically based in the paranormal community. He says everything's so scientifically based. Everything he was saying that's paranormal was definitely not scientifically proven.
Yeah, because we.
Fair enough to say, right?
Yeah, it is. And like I said, you know, guys, in the video, when you guys watch this walkthrough that we're about to show you, you'll see we come into a bathroom, and there's the words "Help me" kind of written in fake blood. But one thing we did see was a blue paper towel that actually had what appeared to be real blood on it. And there's also a gating belt that was used for elderly people to help them get up, sit up and down. There was some blood on that. So, but as far as the
well, let's just state the facts here. That was when he was doing his paranormal tours before I even obtained the building.
okay, yeah,
That
and
had nothing to do with me
Yeah.
or your team.
exactly, guys. And Anthony here is a true blue guy, guys. I mean, he is. You know, he is awesome. I've known Anthony now for quite some time now and got to know this guy so well that we're practically brothers. And, you know, if you guys are ever interested in touring the paranormal or coming to a location, I highly recommend Pinelawn Manor. It's well worth it, guys. Well worth it. So I'll get Anthony's his information for Pinelawn, and on the next video, guys, I will be dropping that information down below. So anyways, guys, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to continue.
Before I go
Huh?
here,
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Anthony.
Everybody out there that's going to watch this video that Larry and Brent's about to post. Watch it to the very end.
Yep.
Like if you're going to watch it, sit down, take some time, get some popcorn, get ready, have a good evening. Sit down and watch this entire video that Larry's about to post. It's going to be some great stuff.
Yeah. It's the walkthrough, and the next videos are going to be involving the paranormal, guys, and this is one wild ride that me and Brent are never going to forget. Even though 2 videos are missing, the footage that we have, guys, is some of the best stuff that we have ever caught in our 5 years of investigating, guys. This was the craziest 48 hours of our lives, and we are never going to forget it, and we are going back to Pinelawn. So this is going to be a place that really has my interest, especially with some of the stuff that we've gotten from here. So, but guys, like we say, we're gonna end this video. I'm gonna chat with Anthony just a tad bit longer, and guys, like we say, stay spooky, stay blessed, and stay safe, guys. And we will see you on the other side. Peace out, AP fam.